Here's America's pastime. Indians baseball as Cleveland goes up against the Baltimore Orioles. And out we go now to Baltimore to listen in on Gary Thorne for today's broadcast.
A home field advantage, Baltimore hopes so as we get set for this game. Will they be able to limit the production of J.J. Hardy? Always one to watch for. Hi again, everybody, along with Steve Phillips and John Crock. I'm Gary Thorne. Welcome. And our starting pitcher for Baltimore, Steve, as he gets into this Cleveland lineup, what's he looking at?
A good-looking lefty on the mound right here against a lineup that can put some runs up on the board. So
this is how the Indians are lining up. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, he's not a household name, but let me tell you something. Shin-Soo Choo is a guy who's going to be a legitimate star in this league. An unbelievably beautiful left-handed swing. To me, he's going to be a 2020 guy every year he plays.
And leading it off, Shin-Soo Choo.
For the Cleveland Indians, right fielder, number 17, Shin-Soo Choo.
Fastball swung on and missed, 0-1. He has hit .239 lifetime off the Orioles. Pitch on the way. Watches that one for a called strike. 0-2.
At 0-2, you're in complete control right now, so I'm throwing him something out of the strike zone to see if I can get him to chase.
And Shin-Soo Choo swings right through that. That's strike 3.
Well, a great job getting it 0-2. That third pitch, unhittable.
Guess he figured why waste the pitch, save the arm. He did.
Nice job.
And now we got a chance to take a quick look at how the Orioles will be setting up on defense. And John, any scouting picks?
Well, Matt Wieters has all the tools to be a special player. His hitting started to come around in 2011. He added some power to his game. But what I like about him is how hard he's worked at becoming a great defensive catcher. A tall catcher at 6'5", sometimes those guys take a little bit longer to progress, but his footwork is spectacular. His throwing is above average, and the way he handles the pitching staff right now, he's one of the best catchers in baseball.
Swung out and missed as Drupal Cabrera goes down strike 3.
Well, he's up in the mid-90s now, so pretty good velocity, but not much break on it.
A good job of keeping him guessing by changing speeds out there.
And boy, John, you saw the effect of that swing. He wasn't even in the same time zone.
Well, going from off speed to a heater like that is never easy, and even guys that make the big bucks have a hard time adjusting.
And we've got Kipnis here. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike.
Now's the time he goes to the slider. This guy struggles in this situation. It's a good pitch for him.
Strike 2 now, no balls, 2 strikes. Jason Kipnis will be careful on this next one.
He gets 2 quick strikes on the hitter, but he can't be too selective now. He's got to go right at him.
Good slider that time, ruled the ball. 1-2.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
This one's grounded foul, wide of first. The 1-2 on its way. You're out. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Jason Kipnis is gone. Nobody left on base. No runs or hits here in this half inning. And first chance next for the O's.
Now batting for the Baltimore Orioles,
Zach McAllister. He'll be pitching. Cleveland's got him starting in this one. And as he gets going against these Baltimore hitters, what do you think we're going to see?
A pretty even matchup right here. Quality right-hander against a quality lineup. And oftentimes we say good pitching beats good hitting. We'll see if that prevails in this one.
On the way. Swung on line to right center field. And the leadoff man of this ball game's on board. See if they get it started early. And time for the offensive lineup. Here's a look at what Showalter's done. Scouting pick, John. Who are we looking at today?
Well, one of the more exciting players in baseball to me is Adam Jones. If he can work on his plate discipline, be a little more selective, that power numbers are going to come with better pitch selection. And once those power numbers come with the speed and the athleticism, you're going to have, to me, the most exciting player in the game.
Avery is the batter now.
But Gary, they're going to have to be very careful with the runner at first base. He can run. They may call a pitch out. They may have to throw over a couple times just to keep him close.
And he throws on to first for the out and away.
That pitch down to the zone, a good one to bunt and get on top of, and he does an exceptional job advancing the runner.
Now we're going to play a little small ball in this game.
Hey, whatever it takes.
Now we'll take a quick look at the Indians, how they line up in the field. John, who's a factor for them?
Well, you look at Shin-Soo Choo. Not only is he a great outfielder.
There's contact. He drove it well. Out number 2. Runner on his way to third.
Now batting for the Baltimore Orioles, center fielder, number 10.
Here's Adam Jones with 2 away.
Jones.
The lifetime number, well, 259 off Cleveland. On third, Roberts. The pitch. Line shot into center field. That's down. The run's coming in.
Now batting for the
Oh, what a
Baltimore
great
Orioles.
piece of hitting right there and a big RBI. You put your team in the lead, and a lot of times it's too much for the other team to overcome.
And Chris Davis to bat. Offense, when you get it, well, it doesn't matter what part of the game it is. Now they've got themselves something to build on.
Well, going into this game, I didn't know exactly when we'd see runs put up on the board, but I guess we have our answer now.
0-1 count as that started off with a strike. Guys, sometimes you get that offense like swing and a hot shot, and that's a base hit. Davis on board. Jones towards third.
Nice piece of hitting right there. He manages to drive that high 0-1 pitch for a base hit. Good patience, good pitch recognition.
It sure looked like the hitter had decided he wasn't going to get behind 0-2. He was going to wail.
He was aggressive, no question about it. Got a pitch he could handle, took advantage.
It's going to be Wieters. He's part of this offensive lineup and counted on by the manager. And Jones comes in.
Now batting for the Baltimore
Well, now
Orioles.
after giving up 3 straight hits, the manager has to start thinking about getting somebody up in the pen.
And it's Betterment batting. Steve, we've seen them continue to charge it up at the plate, and it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped.
Well, it's a nice job here, jumping out in front early. Getting that production really helps change the strategy of the game, changes the pitches and the at-bats.
And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. Great offense early. First inning sees the first 2 runs of this game. The O's are ahead.
For the Cleveland
And
Indians.
welcome to those of you just tuning in. 2K Sports, Major League Baseball. This is Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips and John Crook. And it's Jose Lopez in the box now. There's a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1. Here's the pitch. That is a strike, 0-2. Cut that swing, make contact.
Tough spot for the hitter, down 0-2. You got to protect right now.
Cannot connect on that. Lopez up empty.
Cleveland Indians.
Let's see this curve again.
Number
Well,
20.
sometimes you get fooled so badly, there's just nothing else you can do but hope and pray that you put the ball in play, hopefully foul, to get another pitch to hit.
And Brantley's in the box. The numbers over his career in this matchup, 349 off the Orioles.
Yeah, and it doesn't really matter which pitcher they trot out there, Gary. He loves hitting off every one of them.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind that pitch, 0-1.
Boy, surprisingly, looking back at 2011, everybody else struggles against the AL East, but not the Cleveland Indians. They managed a winning record against the East.
And here's a swing and a miss, and he falls behind 0-2. It is amazing what Steve was talking about the Indians against the East. Other than Cleveland, Detroit was the only American League team that had a winning record, John, in that division.
And that's probably something you wouldn't have expected out of Cleveland, but it's one of the more impressive things about the Indians' 2011 season.
Jelly.
Now, K-Cam's going to show us a good look at this slider. The ability to move your pitches around within the zone, to change a hitter's eye level and keep them off balance are critical to success. Very successful there. 3 pitches and a strikeout.
And Duncan settles in. Had a big rip at that one and falls behind 0-1.
Well, he recognized that 2-seamer. It seemed like his timing was right there, but he tried to turn on it and just came up empty.
Swung on. That's going to be hit foul. Long fly ball left side. The pitch. Fastball called. Strike 3, and the side is retired. It's the kind of inning the defense likes. 3 up, 3 down. The Orioles still enjoying the lead.
For the Baltimore
And it's Mike Reynolds now to lead it off.
Number 12.
Now let's take a moment here to see the breakdown of the pitches that have yielded hits.
Well, guys, looking at his 4-seam fastball.
There's a ground ball. Hanahan. That's one away.
The Baltimore Orioles. Number 3.
Flaherty is batting.
Flaherty.
Swing and a liner to right center. In there, and this is going to be trouble. Can't cut it off. It's going to roll to the wall. He's thinking 3 here. He throws. That tag, and he is out at third.
Number 1.
And Brian Roberts stands in. He singled and later scored in his last time up. And here's the first one. Here's a swing and a ground ball, and it gets through. 2 for 2.
Well, the inning is never over with this team. 2 outs, they get that guy on first base with that big hit. Another guy gets on base. This could set up a big rally.
Avery batting now. Last time through, he had a sacrifice bunt, and he holds him at first base. There's a ball hit well, a high drive deep into center field. Goodbye, a 2-run homer. Now a 4-run ball game. They just doubled their lead on that one. A little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen. Now, Baltimore's got to be thinking they've got this under control as they just keep adding on runs, Gary.
Here's the pitch. That one's nailed by Harding. That ball is out of here. Goodbye, the Orioles. They continue to expand their lead. And the lead grows to 5. A solo home run. That'll make them grand slam proof the rest of the way. And here's Adam Jones. He sends this one in the air towards center. And that's out number 3. But they strike for 3 runs here thanks to 2 home runs in the inning. The Orioles riding a 5-run lead.